She special and she reckless. Baby, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl.
Hey, what's up, besties? Welcome back to another video. If this is your very first time seeing me, hi, hello. I'm Elaine Michelle, and I actually have my mic on this time. So I actually recorded this video earlier today and got ready to edit. And y'all, I had to start all over again because my microphone was not turned on. But I have created me a note, and we're gonna get it together. So if you're interested in budgeting, planning, getting your life together, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss any more of my videos. All right, so today we're going to be doing our cash envelope and sinking funds stuffing. I am using the Qube money app, and this is like one of my all-time favorite apps. I will have the link down below so you too can get started with electronic cash envelopes and sinking funds. It does come with a card, like a physical card that you can use. You can also add it to your Apple Wallet. I absolutely love this system, especially when Rona hit. It made it so much easier for me to keep up with the cash envelope system without like having to go to the bank, worrying about the bank was closed, if the ATM would give me the increments that I needed to have, and then I could go to the gas station and not have to go in, which is a lot safer in my opinion sometimes. So if you're someone like me who wanted to digitize, oh my gosh, I just tore that up. If you're someone like me who wanted to have it in a digital form, then Qube Money is going to be your solution for that. So go ahead down below and click the link and learn more about Qube Money and how you can get signed up. They do have an individual plan, a family plan, and even a kids plan. And one of the things I love the most about this is that I can actually get my check, like my actual paycheck, deposited directly to this account. That's right. Like, I don't have to do any guesswork or anything. I can get it automatically, whatever my cash envelopes are supposed to be for the month or the week, whatever. I can have that automatically direct deposited right into this account. So when I tell you this takes the hard work out of figuring out when you're going to have time to go to the bank, when you're going to have time to do this or that, y'all, this is it. This is the one. This the one right here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our cash envelopes and sinking funds for this first paycheck in November. All right, you guys, so before we go any further, I need to let you guys know all about Dozier. You guys have seen me talk about them before, but I want to tell you guys about them, especially in a video about saving money. I mean, why not? You can get all of these like luxury inspired scents for half of the price. For just $29, you can get 1.7 fluid ounces of some amazing scents like fragrances, and I absolutely love them. I had on Fruity Jasmine today, which is inspired by Dior, the J'adore et du Parfum. Okay, and this one here, honey, was giving off everything today. I still smelled it. I sprayed it on a sweatshirt, which is kind of thick, but I still smelled it like on my skin and everything at the end of the day. And you guys know my days are about, 10 to 12 hours, give or take, depending on what I got going on. So the fact that it lasted all day was amazing. But not only do they have these amazing scents, okay, let's just get into this candle. Okay, they offer candles now in some of your favorite scents. So I got the Floriental Vanilla, which you guys know is inspired by YSL's Black Opium perfume, and it smells, sniff it. Oh, it smells so amazing. Like, I am in love with this candle. I cannot wait to burn it. Like, I didn't have a moment where I just could like sit and enjoy the scent by itself. So I can't wait till this weekend. It's gonna be definitely a weekend vibe while I'm cleaning up, smelling my favorite scent, get the house smelling like I like to smell, honey. Yes. Or, drop this off over your boo house, and tell them, hey, light this candle, think of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you all kinds of ideas out here. But they now offer the scents and the candles. So you guys need to get into this. I will have a link down below so you guys can check out some of my favorite scents and go ahead and start shopping and save some money. So I got Fruity Jasmine, which is inspired by Dior J'adore. I have the Floral Lavender, right here, which is inspired by YSL Libre Eau de Parfum. Okay, and then last but not least, which is one of my favorites that I actually did not own but smelled a sample at Sephora, which is the Aquatic Peony. And this is Giorgio Armani's Aqua de Gioia Eau de Parfum. Y'all would think I did not take French, but I promise you that I did take French class, okay? But anyway, this is what we are working with this month, and I cannot wait to tell you guys how everything smells. But I do know that Fruity Jasmine lasted me all day. So get into it, link down below. All right, so let's go ahead and get into what cash envelopes and sinking funds are, okay? So I like to start off and just pretend like you guys don't know anything about cash envelopes. So why I got started with them was because I needed a way to account for those extra categories that I wasn't being mindful of, okay? So one of the things that cash envelopes does is help you to be accountable and mindful of the areas that maybe, you know, you kind of glaze over in your budget. For instance, my budget consists of a lot of my bills and things that are coming up, quote unquote expenses, even though, you know, gas, groceries and stuff is an expense. But I would make sure all of those are paid. After that, it was free willy out here, okay? And I knew that I was overspending in groceries. I would overspend in household items. I would even overspend in personal care, like eating out, entertainment, like all of that stuff I was overspending. And I needed a way to, one, see what I was doing and be mindful and be accountable for it. And I needed to make it a whole process. So that's how I got started with the cash envelopes. And so what I always tell people is when you're getting started with your cash envelopes, choose those areas, like really sit down and be honest with yourself. Choose the areas that you find yourself spending the most frivolously, where you just are not thinking about it, you just go and you do it. Again, one of those good examples is going to the grocery store. I like to create a meal plan, like plan my meals for the week, and then plan my groceries off of my meal plan. And so doing that helps me to make sense of everything so I'm not overspending and all of that. Then I use my cash envelopes to make sure that I'm only spending what I have in my cash envelope. So maybe I need to adjust something. Maybe I need to move things around. But it just helps me not to go to the grocery store and ball out on snacks and stuff that we're not going to eat, or on food that we're not going to get a chance to cook for the week because we have things going on. So I really, really enjoy the cash envelope process as a whole. Again, I love doing it digitally because it just takes all of the extra work out of there. But that is why I chose the categories that I chose. So my categories for cash envelopes are groceries, gas, personal care, household, eating out, and entertainment. So I chose those areas because those were areas for me personally that I would just be like, I already paid my bills, let me go. I just shell out all the money and it's done and over with. But that's not a good way to have. Like, that's not a good habit to have. And so this helped me to be very mindful in those areas and just be aware of what I was spending. So that is what we call cash envelopes. So let's go ahead and stuff our cash envelopes first, and then we'll get into our sinking funds. All right, so this is the Qube Money app, and this is how we'll use it. So what we're gonna do is, again, I did this video already this morning with no sound, so it may look a little jumbled right now, but I'm gonna get through it, okay? We will get through it. So the first one that we have up is going to be our personal care. All right, so we're gonna click there in personal care. As you can see, we have $21.09 left in there. We're going to first hit this button here, and this says move your money. We're gonna hit the internal transfer. And we're gonna hit this little arrow button right here to change that over so that it selects it from our Qube to personal care versus personal care to a Qube. So we'll hit that back. And we're gonna pick from our cloud. And for personal care, we're doing $50. Now, this used to be at one time, it was $75 when I was getting my nails done at the nail shop. And then even when I started getting my massages, I was putting that money to the side for that. And honestly, I was just like, you know what? I've gotten all the things I need to get. And if I do ever need to shop for a little bit, like a little bit of stuff, it's not going to cost me more than $50 to get my personal care items, which is literally like, I consider this like my nails. If I have a cycle that month, like all that stuff for me is wrapped into my personal care. So once we get done with that, we're just going to hit the done button. And one of the things I wanted to point out to you guys with this app is that you can select the repeat button. So let's say every time I get paid, I want this to happen. So every 2 weeks, I could hit every 2 weeks, hit the back button, and it will automatically put the money in there. Insert mind blown emoji, because that is such a key, like that's so clutch that you don't even have to think about it anymore. So you get it automatically deposited. Okay, do direct deposit. Then you can also set it up where it puts the money into the Qube for you. Like, I'm just saying, like, take the guesswork out of it, and all you got to do is, you know, come in here and hit the button and spend it and then be done. So anyways, we're gonna you can also make a note down here, so we can put November first paycheck, just so if you wanted to make sure you noted where this money came from, or if somebody gave you some extra money for a particular category, maybe someone paid me directly into this, whatever the case is. And we're gonna hit continue, and then make sure everything is correct, and then submit. So now you see the internal transfer was submitted. $50 was moved from the cloud to my personal care, and now our balance is going to be $71.09. All right, so again, my personal care is just kind of like whatever I want it to be at the moment. So let's go to household. We're going to click here, and we're going to go in and we're going to add $40. Okay. All right, and this $40 is for all of my household items. So every other week I determine what I'm gonna spend on. So usually 1 week I'm getting Tide and Downy. If necessary, Downy usually lasts a little bit over probably a month and a half. I can get away without buying any Downy, if not more. And then my Tide usually lasts about a month, but I like to have a backup just in case, like, we've had a busy month, we've been doing a lot of clothes changing, or I'm washing a lot of sheets and stuff like that, because I use the Tide Pods. So I will definitely put those on there, plus like anything I buy from the Grove Collaborative, so I put that on there as well. So $40 does pretty much take care of that. Now on the other side, I do like, I'll do my paper goods. So like paper products, my toilet paper, plastic cups, plastic ware, like silverware, stuff like that. That's all a part of my household expenses. Cleaners, all that type of stuff is inside of my household. So $40, $80 a month is really, really a good level for us, because I keep a good enough supply. Like I buy the 16 double roll pack of toilet paper. I do my paper towel. I do that in like quote unquote bulk. So that lasts me about a month as well with the Viva towels. And then like I said, with the Tide and stuff like that. So just be mindful of what you're spending and what your spending habits are, so that you can create good shopping habits is what I'm getting at. So I've created a nice little shopping habit to where, you know, things are kind of flowing without me having to spend a big chunk of money all at one time to get my system up going. So just something to think about. All right, so we got here. Gotta change that. Gonna select, oh, did I already do it? Yeah, okay. To the Qube, and we're gonna hit continue and submit for our household items. All right, so now we got 120 in there. Then we're gonna go to our eating out, and our balance is 17 cents, because you know your girl be eating out, okay? All right, so we're gonna hit that button again, internal transfer. We're gonna put $50 over in here, and this is a pretty good amount. This is like my lunch and stuff like that. When I have lunches, I can use this for my DoorDash, all of that stuff. Like whatever I decide that I want to go out to eat, I can use this for. All right, so $50 there. All right, and we're gonna hit the back button. All right, so let's go to entertainment, and this one is like, let's say I want to go take Bubba to the movies, or I want to take him to like go do a fun activity, or just myself. Like if I want to go do something, I want to go out, like that's entertainment too. So like when I'm going out to the little boys or whatever, you know, I like to make sure that I have me a little change. So we're going to do the same thing here. Select it from the cloud, and for entertainment we are at $50. I try not to overspend that. That's when I like to go out with people and sit at, like, depending on what my funds look like. I think I told y'all that before. Like if my funds looking good, then baby girl, you know, goes out, minds her business. If my funds are not looking good, then baby girl goes sits at the bar as cute as can possibly be and waits for the drinks to be brought to her. Not suggesting that's for everyone, just saying that that's what it is for me, okay? And continue. We're gonna hit submit there. So we just make sure we get that little button, and we have $57.66 there. All right, so groceries. I already put my groceries in here for last week, so I had already like moved the money over. So I'm not going to move anything else over because it's already been there. But what we have left is $4.86. So I just wanted to note that I did do my groceries, but I've already gone shopping. So I had to move that money over before I went to the grocery store. And a fun fact about that was I moved over $100 here, but the total was actually $164. No, it was $169.17 for everything I got. So I had to go in and add another $10. So it approved it for what was actually in the queue, which was $164.17. Then it left that $514 balance open. So I used this card when I go to use my Kroger shopping online. So you can still use the Qube money card for that. So you can either do a pre-authorization, or I'll do pay with the SNAP benefits. That way I don't have to worry about it. So when I get there, I just, open up the Qube then, and they swipe it and go. But that was the first time I had actually saw that happen, where it took the 164, left the remaining balance. So when he tried to swipe it, it declined it because it was like, yeah, she ain't got that on there, which I did not. Okay. But two things happen. Once you swipe the card, remember it closes back. So that was the one thing that happened. So if somebody tried to swipe you twice, it's not going to happen. So when he came back to me, he was like, yeah, it's short $5.14. I was like, heck yeah, let me put $10 more on there. And so that's how we got to the $4.86 balance. I thought that was a pretty cool experience, and I love that that's what it actually did. All right, so the same thing with our gas for this month as well. For this paycheck, I put $40. I moved over $60. My tank only took $40 to get. I don't even know how that happened, but we are almost on, I want to say we're almost at a half a tank right now, and I have to get to Friday. And we got $27 left. So I think we'll be able to, make some shake if I go ahead and fill up tomorrow, or try to put a little gas in it tomorrow. I know I usually try to plan out my trips and things like that for gas, just to make sure. But I also get reimbursed too for my gas mileage. So now I'm not as, pressed about it, but I have to be a little pressed because, you got to turn in that gas mileage before you can actually get the gas paid back to you. So that's also another piece of that. But anyway, I put over $60 in there because with my actual Q3, that's enough for me to get through to my next paycheck. But honey, with this Q5, and even though I'm speaking it, I'm claiming it, I'm claiming that Q5 in my life because it's so pretty. That thing takes premium gas and premium only. Okay, it said 93 and above. Okay, so I have to, put the strength in there. Mine takes regular. So I think that was one of the things I told y'all about before with my car. If y'all are looking into getting a luxury vehicle, to keep that into consideration, the cost of gas is different. And I can say I can last a little bit longer. The tank is bigger in the Q5, so that's one thing. It does last, I don't know, maybe I'm making it up to make myself feel better. It lasts a little bit longer. But in my Q3, like I said, it just takes regular, so I usually put mid-grade. So just a little tidbit there to help you out. So that is my gas category for my cash envelopes. All right, so we have stuffed all of our cash envelopes. Now let's get into our sinking funds. All right, you guys, so I wanted to kind of give you an example again. So if this is your first time hearing about sinking funds or cash envelopes, I want to give you guys an example or kind of teach you how sinking funds work. And I think this is like the perfect component to any savings goal plan. Like, I think you should try sinking funds, at least once before you say it doesn't work. I think it's a great thing. So let me show you guys a quick little tutorial on how you can set up your sinking funds. So for instance, most of us have like holiday shopping, right? We have goals at the holidays, how much we want to spend. So we want to save, let's just say $2,000 for the holidays. All right. So we want to save that by December. We're going to start saving in the month of January. Okay, so by December, we want to have this amount. So from January to November, we need to be saving. So that is a total of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 11 months, okay? And I did that on purpose, not to make anyone feel slow, but just to make sure y'all are tracking what I'm putting down, okay? So 11 months here, and our total is $2,000. So in 11 months, if you get paid twice a month, how many paychecks is that? All right, so within that 11 months, we have 22 paychecks. Okay, because I get paid bi-weekly, so I'm just using off of mine. Now, if you get paid every week, then you want to go ahead and see what that looks like for yourself. So sometimes there's, you know, 3 paycheck months, whatever. You just want to do that, but this is just basic math to get y'all to understand. Okay, so we have 22 paychecks here. So let's do the math. So we want to do $2,000. Okay, that's our savings goal. Okay. And then we're going to divide that by the amount of paychecks that we have. So 22 paychecks, okay? And that's going to equal what we have here. So let's do the 2,000, hold on. Okay. 2,000 divided by 22. And that's going to be $90.91. We're going to go ahead and round it up. No, I actually start playing, girlfriend. It's my little thing over there. Okay, so that'd be $90.91 per paycheck. So this is what you would need to save per paycheck in order to reach your savings goal of $2,000 by December. So that way when December hits, actually like probably by the end of November, Black Friday, you'll have your $2,000 saved up. So that's what I like to make sure you guys understand. The key point is that you're not going to go from January to December because you want the money to be there before you actually get to that particular month. Another example of that would be back to school. I know a lot of parents, we have to save for that, and we want to make sure that we doing all the good things, right? So for back to school, let's just say it's now, February, right? And back to school time is in August. So we want to have this money readily available to us by July, okay? Because July, you should already be shopping and getting yourself together. So we want to do it by July. All right, so how many months is that? So that's February, March, April, May, June. That gives us 5 months, okay? Now, how much do we want to save? Let's just say we want to put $500, okay? We want to have $500 for school supplies, uniforms, etc., right? We want to have that readily available for us. So in those 5 months. So now we know what we got to do, okay? We got to do what now? $500 is our savings goal. Okay? And then we're going to divide that by how many paychecks in a total of 5 months. So 5 times 2 for me is what, friends? 10 paychecks. All right, so we have 10 paychecks there. I said through July and really need to do this through June. I'm sorry. Did I mess y'all up? See, almost tore it up there. Through June. So then we have 10 paychecks, which is going to equal $50 per paycheck. Okay. So our savings goal was $500. We divided that by 10 paychecks. And we have $50 over here. I just wanted to show y'all a little basic math. So this is how you can go about doing your sinking funds when you select the categories. Now, these categories can be whatever you want them to be. So for instance, this time, I actually need to go in and do a car maintenance one. And I'm going to show you guys how you're going to set up your Qube. So let's go ahead and do one more thing of kind of our math, okay? Maintenance, I probably will tear that up, but that's okay. So for car maintenance, I always think it's good to have at least $500 in your account at all times for car maintenance. That's for like oil changes or quick fixes or just having some type of money to put down in the event that your car breaks down. This is a really good amount, especially y'all know I worked at my brother's shop last year. So this was about a good amount for you to get started with them ordering the parts, and then you could just pay on it. And it was like a show of good faith for us, at our shop. All right, so we have $500. I want to say in the next 6 months, I want to have that readily available for me and ready to go. So I did, when I got my new car, I kind of depleted this and I was like, yeah, I'm just going to use this for something else because I got this new package. But ultimately, I forgot about these oil changes, child. These oil changes are about $130 per oil change, and that's even if I go to my brother's shop or not, because it has this special oils and all this stuff for it. So I need to have that money ready to go. I'm not due for another oil change for quite some time, probably about 3 to 6 months. It just depends on how I drive. It's supposed to be like 6 months in the newer cars, but y'all know ain't gonna happen for me. Okay. All right, so for car maintenance, we're going to do $500, and I want to have this saved. So this next month will be, we'll do November, December, January, February, March will be 5 months. Let's do 6 months, and we'll put that for April, right? So $500, and we're going to do this from November to April. So that's 6 months, we said. So we're going to multiply that. 6 times 2 is going to be 12. Okay, so we're going to divide that by 12 paychecks. So we do our math over here. We have 500 divided by 12. And that's going to put us at 41,666. That's a lot of sixes. I don't want to go into that. So that's going to put us at 41,67 per paycheck. Sorry about my raggedy handwriting at the bottom, but you guys get the idea. So now we're going to go ahead and open up a new sinking fund for our car maintenance. But what this also means is the next time I get paid, I need to go in and adjust my what I automatically deposit over. If I can't do that, then I just need to transfer it over from my bank account to make sure I stick it in there. So about $42 each paycheck is what I need to save to have that $500 in my account by April. All right, so let's switch back to Qube Money. Another thing I love about Qube Money is that I have the ability to have this on my phone as well as on my iPad. So it just works out so good for me to have that there. All right. So let's go in here. So our categories for our sinking funds right now, I have Bubba's clothes, travel, home improvements, and massages. That's right, yeah. Bubba clothes, travel, massages, home improvements. So I actually have 4, but we're gonna add one here today. Let's get us one going, okay? So we're gonna go to the Qube. I hit this little Qube button down here, and we're going to hit the add a Qube button. And so let's put it in as car maintenance. All right, we're going to hit next, and we can change the icon to whatever we want it to be, which I think is so cute. So let's make it a car, and we're going to change the color. I wonder, was these icons, any of them like cuter? Okay. And we can change the color. My car is actually blue, so we're going to change that to blue, and then hit next. And the monthly amount that we want to have. So if we are saving 41, so let's multiply this by 2. That's going to put us at 83.33, right? So that's going to be what our budget is that we need to save per month. This is how I'm setting it up with that quote unquote budget, right? So next, we're going to be here. Your spending Qube is created. Add money to this Qube and start spending now. All right. So we're going to fund it. All right, so here we go. I could put the rest of it in for the month, but again, we're only doing it per paycheck. So we're going to go from our cloud to our car maintenance, and we're going to change this to 40. Now, I just said that, child. 4167. Okay, so 4167 is what we're going to put in there. And you could, again, make it repeat if you want to. You don't have to, but it's up to you. All right, and we're going to hit continue. All right, so we've made sure everything is on here and hit submit. And now we have a new sinking fund set up. So it does say our monthly budget, and it says how much we have spent, like what we have left and all of that stuff. But we're good to go because we set this one up as a sinking fund. But if I needed to pay for something out of this Qube, I could do that as well. All right, so then we have Bubba's clothes. And where's Bubba's clothes at? Bubba's clothes, and we're going to fund this Qube. All right, so we have changed that. We're gonna go from our cloud to Bubba's clothes, and his equals $10 per paycheck we put in there, and hit submit. All right, so we're looking at $62.56 in there for him. And again, I use that at the beginning of the year. So I really, at the beginning of the school year. So in January, I'll like increase it just a little bit so I can have it ready to go. But right now, he's doing good on school clothes, so we don't want to increase that. We just want to slowly save that money that we're saving. All right, next up we have massages. I'm not going to add anything to massages this time because I am not due for one for now. But I probably will be getting one in December so that I can kind of flush out some of the fluids and stuff like that I have going on. If you guys haven't already watched my lipo story video, make sure you go watch that and you can understand why these massages in this Qube were so important. All right, so next up we're gonna go to we got cars, single funds, entertainment, household, home improvements. And we're going to put $20 in our home improvement fund. So right now I've just been throwing like $20 and then like whatever else is left. So my $40 is my goal for each month, just to add something in there. And then whatever I have left over at the end of my month, I net and I put that in here. So that way, like if I have to go buy paint, which I had to do one time, and I had to buy a lawnmower, I just took it from this account, used that, and boom, it was good to go. So we're going to switch that. Make sure you switch that cloud and home improvement. Okay, make sure you switch that. The little button is clutch. Hit continue and submit, and now you see it's done. So that we got the 154 in there now. And last but not least, we have our travel category, which I just throw in $20 there each paycheck. So okay, I'm like, what are we doing? Hit the button, move from our cloud, and we're gonna put $20 here. Now I do have to do a little bit of traveling here soon. So we have Thanksgiving coming up, and then we also have a wedding, which is the weekend before. So even if I don't drive, I still like to contribute to, you know, other people's gas of their car, because, you know, they're taking me. So I do like to do that. So I'm just gonna put that money in there for now, and then if I need to adjust anything, then I will do that as well going forward. But as of right now, I think we're doing good with this paycheck. So my next one, like in between now and Friday, if I need to do some adjusting, I can definitely do that to make sure I meet what I need to have, meet my own personal needs. And I'm gonna click submit. All right, so now we're at $100 in our travel budget, and I like to have this available to me because that's like if I have to get on the road, boom, I have that money quick and readily available for me to just hop on the road. Or if I go home and I need to put gas in my parents' car because I flew home, whatever, then I have this money to do so. So that is sinking funds, and as you guys can see, everything has been funded and we are good to go. So what this does, because I set a budget for it, that's why you see that like little arrow right there kind of telling you what it's looking like when you are spending, because it has a budget in there. So for car maintenance, $83.33, our balance, what we added, and so we would need to add this amount there. All right, so this is what we are looking like for our monies, for our sinking funds, and our cash envelopes. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know how you guys feel about digital cash envelopes. I highly recommend, I cannot speak on this enough, how much I recommend Qube Money. It has been a game changer, a lifesaver, and like I said, you get all the benefits of having a bank account right here. You can pay your bills, you can go to the ATM, you can go to the gas station and insert your card. It really takes the guesswork out of cash envelopes, like being so like, oh, do I don't know if it takes the guesswork out of all of that. You can even use it on Amazon, y'all. Like, it's even like, I don't know about y'all, that makes me feel good. So all you do when you get ready to spend, so like let's say I was going somewhere and I need to spend the money, all I would do is hit this button here, and it's going to ask me what I want to do. I can open the Qube, I can do an Amazon purchase, I can do a pre-authorization, or I can even just view my card if I wanted to. So we would just open the Qube, and it's going to show me here that it's open. So either I have the time frame, I believe mine is set at 15 minutes or 30 minutes, but I think you can set the time. I'm not 100% sure anymore. It's been a while since I've set that, but it does automatically close within a time frame, or if you swipe your card once, it will automatically close and you won't have to worry about it. So it's like set it and forget it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Mwah. KK, bye.
She's special and she reckless. Baby, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend it. And everything is alright. I like how you do it.